Hi, Dan Axelson, your biker in the kitchen. Going to make another coffee maker video. My last one was March of 2013. I bought a new coffee maker at Cuisinart, and I made a video on that. And that one has given up the ghost today, so it's been 27 months that it lasted me. I worked it every day. I spent $129 on it, so that's probably what you get. So I'm going to go a little different way. Let me switch cameras. This is the old Cuisinart, and it kind of as an exit interview, I wrote about what was good about it when I bought it. Everything I was excited about it: ground its own beans, and it has a thermal carafe instead of a hot pad, so the coffee doesn't burn. It stays airtight, and you can drink it later. And those are still the good things. The thing I thought was good, is it had its own grinder in it, and I thought that was a good idea. But as it turns out, the grinder is right above the steam and the hot water, and that gets moisture in it. It needs cleaned more than what it should, so I was never really in love with that. I ended up discontinuing using it and just used a separate grinder by hand. So that was kind of a waste of time and one of the main points for buying this unit. Thermal carafe is still a good idea. I am going to keep the thermal carafe and use it with my my new system, which we're going to cover in a few minutes here. This is the coffee prep area in my kitchen where my Cuisinart sat, or any of my automated machines that I've used in the past. Basically my countertops are here, so anything has to kind of go up underneath the countertop, which is good when you put it away, but super lazy me, you have to drag the unit out to put the water in the top and that type of thing. So basically this whole space was required for my coffee preparation. And now we're going to fill it up a little different. Now I've replaced the space with a new way of making coffee, for me anyway. Kind of gets away from the automated method. We're going to make coffee 1 cup at a time now, and supposedly the best possible way. So what I did is I got rid of the automated coffee maker. I went out and bought a tea kettle, which is just going to make hot water. And that's the only thing that's actually going to sit in my space, because I also bought the AeroPress, which is a single shot coffee maker. You can make espresso, you can make cafe americano, you can make lattes, you can make anything with that. I won't, I just drink American coffee, but basically that's going to make 1 shot of coffee at a time. And so as long as I have hot water and I have the press, in 20 seconds I can make another cup of coffee. So for me, and for all coffee drinkers, I think your needs are different. I drink coffee all day long, every day, even in the summer here in Arizona. So I drink a large volume of coffee, but I am a coffee snob, and I do prefer, good quality coffee. I grind my own beans and that type of thing. So this, I think, is going to be the new best solution. You can see in the window of the kettle, but it just boiled, and I just shut it off, because to make coffee that you're going to drink one cup at a time, especially when you're going to infuse it this way, you don't need water quite as hot. You don't want to use actually boiling water. The manufacturer recommends water at 185 degrees F, so Fahrenheit. So that's a little cooler than usual, so I've left that shut off to stop boiling while I do the rest of the prep here. Basically, this is the main component here. This is the measuring device. It goes on top of the cup. This is the plunger that goes down inside. It's actually going to squeeze the coffee out. This goes on the bottom of the center portion. These are microfilters. So we'll take one of those. That goes into here, and then that goes into here. Sorry, I'm going to show that very well. It goes into here, and it actually quarter turns, which I can't show very well here. That locks it in place. Then you set this on top of your cup. A little advertisement for my favorite brand of motorcycle as well. And then you add your coffee, which I have pre-measured into a provided measuring device. So put all that down in there. And then we add a little hot water. Make sure we don't spill and put this funnel on top. Pour some water in. We're just going to let that, you can see down in there, well, it's pretty dark. We're just going to let that steep a little bit. They do provide a little stirring stick here. They call that letting the coffee bloom, I guess is the proper term for that, but that's what we're doing here now. We'll add the rest of the water. There's a measuring on the front here. We're going to make maximum, so I'll take that up to the 4 level there. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. Get it out, then use our plunger. I'm trying to be quiet because you can hear it actually kind of sizzling down into the cup. You press it slow and tight, and that infuses all the flavor out. That. Then one of the other cool things is all you have to do to clean this thing is turn that a quarter turn, dump that, pop that out, the grounds come out. You can see it's kind of dirty on the bottom there. You just rinse off the bottom with some tap water from the sink. And your cleanup is done. You can see the coffee or not, but I drink coffee black. It's if you could smell it, it would be really great. One good cup of coffee. Alright, slight modification to my coffee area. I've kept the thermal carafe from my Cuisinart, which is basically airtight and insulated to keep it hot, because the teapot will heat the water up, but it doesn't keep it hot. So once you shut it off, obviously the water starts to cool immediately. So I dumped the water out of the teapot into the carafe so that I have hot water throughout the afternoon without having to reheat it all the time. So making cup number 2 now. Alright, completely compressed. And there's our cup of coffee. Alright, we're a day and a half into having the new coffee system, so I just kind of wanted to show the prep area. It's not quite as uncluttered as as having the Cuisinart nice looking stainless steel maker there, but it actually gets pretty compact, you know. So kettle, hot water storage device, coffee behind back there in the crock, and we've got the filters, the measuring device, and the stir stick, which the stir stick, as it turns out, is probably going to be fairly unnecessary, so that'll probably go. And I've done it with and without, and it makes the same cup of coffee. So that's the new system. Coffee is excellent. And packaged, that's how the AeroPress comes. Simple box, 30 bucks, bunch of plastic, but very good cup of coffee.